All right, guys, this message will be for my Libras out there, Libra or Libra cross watcher. I actually have conflicting messages for you today, meaning like I don't really know which way this is going to go because you are I think you're the third or fourth sign that so far I've gotten very different messages for. And so this is my second time recording yours. Aries was one. Aries. Virgo was another one. The one that I just posted was not the first Virgo message I did, but I'm not going to post that one. It was like two completely different. Some of you could be on a cusp of Virgo and Libra. Yours is now one. And then I believe Scorpios has been the other most recent one that was like that. I'm like, dang, what? That's not uncommon though, because there's different groups of people that watch me. So not everybody's got the same thing going on. But the message I did for you earlier that I'm not going to post was crazy. Like, I'm talking, wow. This one, I think the majority of you are probably in a relationship. So it's not going to resonate for everybody. The other one was more singles, dealing with exes and stuff like that, and like jealousy and, but ultimately it stemmed to hurt, like, well, somebody here like regrets how something ended and they didn't want it to end, but instead of like just owning up to some things and really doing the right thing, they just become an adversary, and a big one. And that person, I'll sum that message up, I'm not posting it, is violent. Some of them are in for some major issues about to happen, like maybe even jail time in that message. And so now I think I'm getting you guys, if you're in a relationship, this one feels a lot more stable, a lot less chaotic. However, it does still feel it reminds me of Virgos that I just posted. It's similar to the one I just posted, so you may want to watch that, where basically I picked up on a group of Virgos who possibly are in a relationship or married, where one of the partners feels like they can tell their partner isn't romantic to them, or maybe doesn't even love them anymore, maybe has fallen out of love with them, and they can just feel it. People can feel that shit. So I don't know if you're at that point now when you're with somebody. I don't know. I hope not. It doesn't really feel like that. Yours feels a little different, but it does feel like someone here, like there's not enough time together, and when there is, it's like, I don't know. I'm usually very connected to Libra energy because you guys technically, are my opposites, and whereas people say the opposites don't connect, that's not true for me. I connect to Libras very easily. I can usually pick up on your energy like that. But this one's different. There's definitely There's definitely a disconnect. All right, you know what I'm thinking? So that nurse, I'm getting tired. I've been up since 5 this morning. I get up at 5 in the morning. So I've been hearing this noise, and I think it's like, I don't know, like a raccoon or something under the house. And I'm like, okay. And it comes out at night, and I'm like, I'm probably going to catch it on the cameras. I got cameras all over it, so I'll probably catch it running in and out. But anyway, it's like it's scratching, and I don't know, it's reminding me of it right now. I thought I just heard it, but that's my cats. And so I'm kind of getting this message that could be the issue here. It's like something is under the surface, and somebody just ain't talking about it. Very similar to Virgos. Somebody's not talking about something that they feel about their partner, something that they witness from their partner, something they notice, see, recognize. Maybe because they don't want to fight. Maybe because they don't want to deal with the stress or the drama or the backlash of what could happen if they do say something about whatever this is. I guess that could go for singles too. There could be someone here who wants to say something. They want to put something out there, want to make something clear. They want to clarify something, give some sort of information, but they know that it's either going to go to their benefit or to their detriment, I guess that could go for singles. or those in a relationship. But I'm kind of feeling more like people are in a relationship here in this one. I feel stressed. You know what I feel right now? High stress. I even feel like someone could have high blood pressure or something, needs to watch what they eat or their salt or sugar intake. But I feel high, or even alcohol. Careful with alcohol. That'll sneak up on you. But it's like, I feel somebody's stress level is so high. And if it's not a romantic relationship, because not all relationships, you can have many different relationships. Relationships with the people you work with. Relationships with people, your neighbors. What's your relationship like with your neighbor? It doesn't have to be you fuck each other. It could just be, you know, we're cordial, we're cool, we're friends, we don't like each other. You know, so think about relationship. Let's just broaden it a little. Somebody here has something they need to say that they're aware of now, they've seen, again, they're aware, and they need to speak about it, they need to talk about it, they need to get it off their chest with somebody that they deal with. So if this is a person, maybe this is someone you're going to give advice to, like, hey, you need to get this off your chest, you need to tell them how you feel, you need to explain, you need to go over there, knock on their door, like whoever it is. May not have nothing to do with you, you could be on the outside of it, just giving advice to someone like, hey, maybe you should handle it this way. Your connection with this person. The person at work, you should probably approach them in this manner. Now, if it is you, it could either be your partner or something, or someone you deal with. You have a relationship with them. It could be a family member you have a relationship with, a friend relationship, or an actual romantic partner, or vice versa. This is you. Either way, it's like, I need to say this, I should, but I don't want it to start World War III. You know? Somebody have a health problem here too? Somebody got a health issue? You know who I'm seeing in my head? Putin. Isn't he a Libra? I'm seeing Vladimir Putin in my head. That's a first. Yeah, where it's like, I'm stressing about something going on in my life. Could even just be like mental illness, like a mental, you know, I need to, or somebody wants to talk to their partner or the person that they have a relationship, somebody in their family, about their mental illness or about something, about an illness, about their sickness, about somebody's sickness. And it's just like, I don't even want to talk about it because we're just going to get in a fight, or they're not going to listen, or there's no reasoning with this person, or they won't quit, they won't stop, they won't see. I get like they won't listen. There's like a fear of a fight here, or a fear of, you know. So someone would almost rather just not even talk about it, or rather just not even bring it up, not deal with it at all, because it's like avoiding conflict. That's what I'm going to title this. Maybe like avoiding conflict, or the escalation of something getting worse. So it's like, I don't even know how I myself want this to go, or what I want to do yet between us, even if it's not romantic, right? So I'm just going to sit back and be quiet on it a minute and think about what I need to do and how I need to handle this. Or you're giving that advice to another, like, think about it before you speak about it. You know, be careful, something. What did I say? Avoiding conflict. But that only lasts for so long before something's going to have to be talked about, especially if there is an actual relationship here, or maybe someone's a caregiver, or it's like we have to talk about what we're going to do. Now, maybe it's not a serious thing, guys. Maybe it's not serious. Maybe it's like, I said caregiver, like, let's say you have a married couple here who, this is so specific, so this got to be somebody's story, but along the lines of like, hey, what are we going to do for Valentine's Day? I know that you take care of, a special needs child, or you take care of an elderly parent, or you take something, or you've got to work, and it's like, I want to tell them that I'd like them to take off, or I want to ask them what they want to do on this day, but I know that's just going to cause an issue or cause a fight, or we're not going to agree. It could be that simple. So it's like, I don't even want to, you know, because we're just going to fight about it or something. I don't even want to give them maybe it has nothing to do with caregiving, but it's like, I don't even want to tell somebody, my partner, where I'd like to eat. Because if I do, then they're going to say, no, you always want to do this, and I want to go here. And we're just going to argue and fight about it. You know, someone may have, maybe someone's hiding an addiction here, not for all. But somebody could be hiding that they're drinking or something, or hiding that they're doing something. from a partner, and they may say, well, I don't want to talk to them about it because then we're just going to have to. Okay, I'm getting another story. Wow, I'm getting a lot right here at the end. Let's say there's a new relationship. Two people just got together, or they're talking. They or you and another. And someone here may say, well, I don't want to tell this person I'm talking to or this new person I'm dating about that my ex still comes over here, or we still hang out because we have a child or children together. I don't want to tell them I have a child or I don't want to tell them because it's just going to create all kind of drama, and I don't really want that. Like, it's somebody's being careful with what they say to it because they're avoiding conflict, or they're avoiding some sort of ending, or they're something like that. In all cases, I'll tell you one thing I feel. There's a lot of people involved in yours. Like, I feel it. There's a lot of people. Although it seems very much like just two-sided, I don't think it is. I think there's a lot of opinions involved, even if it's doctors' opinions. There's a lot of families' opinions. There's a lot of friends that it's like we need to figure out the two main people involved, and we need to get everybody else's opinions out of it. Whatever conflict or potential conflict could happen between two people, it needs to be talked about between two people. And other people's advice and whatever needs to stay out of it, at least for the time being, till somebody can explain or get something off their chest, get something out. Now, this is not going to resonate for everybody. It's too specific, but that's what I'm getting. Minus the first message I did for you that was extremely violent and aggressive and jealous and hateful. You have like an enemy, but it's only because genuinely they'll never admit it. It's because this person is mad that maybe they've lost some sort of control over you, or potential of the two of you ever being something, or they just, one time they claim they love you. It's a far cry from how they're acting now. Somebody could like to play games here or something. I don't know. Because I'm seeing far cry. Woo! Boy. Yeah, I definitely believe somebody has high blood pressure and needs to watch like what they eat or what they take, or their stress levels. Like high stress here, guys. High stress. Okay, I'm going to give one more before I go. I got another scenario. Let's say somebody is in a relationship here and one partner's like, I want to suggest that we go to counseling, or suggest that we something, or suggest they get help. But if I do that, then they're going to get all offended and be like, oh yeah, you think we need to do that? Blah, blah, blah. So it's like somebody's not bringing something up. Let's say somebody here is single, but they're dealing with the mother or father of a child, or their children they share together, and they're like, I really need to tell them this, like something about pickups and drop-offs, or something about the children or a child, and it's like, well, I don't want to, because then I'm going to have to deal with this person, and I don't want to deal with it. Let's say it's siblings who are talking about their exes and their dramas and their whatever situations, and one of the siblings is talking to their other sibling, and they really want to tell them, hey, maybe even it'll appear like they have taken the side of their sibling's ex, but they're not meaning that at all. It's just the way that they see something. So they may want to tell them this, but then they're like, no, I'm not even gonna. Could even be somebody who doesn't want to give their political views because they don't want to get into it. It's avoiding conflict because of blood pressure. Something like that. Okay, wow. It could even be look, I'm getting so many. It could even be someone here who's like really want to talk to somebody about religion or spirituality, but they know the other person's just not receptive and they're reluctant to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's like every time you're always saying, I need to talk about God or Jesus or religion or spirituality. It's like whatever, right? And I don't want to hear it, or that I need to get back in church. It's something. Or it could be money. Somebody here like a parent, or even a sibling, or somebody, a partner who's like, you need to quit spending so much money, or you need to save, or do this, or talk about money. And it's like, don't talk about, so it's like, because this is just going to turn into a fight, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, that's what I think. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.